Like 2017, what I feel is change is here, and change is here to stay. And I hope every woman in this country will move forward to create further change. We must take advantage of this moment and have it be a catalyst. So please make change wherever you are.
I was inspired to come out and show my support for the movement. I feel like we need each other, we build off of each other's energy, and it's really important to come out to events like the Women's March in order to show that we're not backing down, that we're working together to protect civil rights and civil liberties. It's something that requires all of us. It's not work that we can do on our own. We need active and engaged citizens who are fired up about the threats and ready to get out in the streets and help.
I marched in 2017 because I love women. I love our laughter, I love our power and our creativity. Women are amazing, and yet there's so much that divides us. And the Women's March gives us the ability to stand shoulder to shoulder across all of our differences and be one.
I marched in 2017 because my entire life, my mother has taught me that we must march and we must organize. My mother marched herself from Guatemala into this country 35 years ago. Marching 2017 was an act of resistance, an affirmation that we stand together and we must continue marching every single day.
At Planned Parenthood, our fight extends far beyond healthcare. From protecting immigrants to securing economic justice to fighting for voting rights for all communities, we are committed to building a world where people have full access to the tools they need to live safe, healthy, and autonomous lives. And none of us can do this alone. I'm so excited to work with all of you and our partner organizations to move our city, our state, and our country forward.
There's never been a time in history where women are as educated, as resourceful, that we can actually use our voice and use our vote to absolutely make a difference. We are the ones that are going to create any change that's possible for us today and for the women of tomorrow.
Es importante y tu voto cuenta por el hecho de que necesitamos a mujeres en posiciones gubernamentales para que de esa manera nos representen nuestros problemas, porque cada una de las mujeres pasamos por experiencias similares y tú como mujer cuentas.
This march, this very important march, is the precursor to marching to the polls. What you are feeling today has to be bottled up, kept inside of you, and be your driving force for the midterm elections. That is where change will begin to happen.
I want to just say thank you to all the women that are gathered here. Your voice is important. Our spirit is important. The fact that we're gathering here is important. And thank you for your courage. Thank you for stepping out. Thank you to all the women who are stepping out and did something different this year. Thank you to all the women who, because they stepped out, you're showing our daughters and our sons that there is a different possibility out there.
Your vote matters. Your vote matters. You can make history. You can make history when you go to the polls. You get to determine who makes the laws that govern you.
My name is Letisa Wallace. I'm currently a state representative in the Illinois House of Representatives. And what the march means to me, or meant to me, is the absolute necessity for women to never forget that this right was one that we had to fight for. The right to vote, the right to organize, to peacefully assemble, and to assert what we love to see in our society. Those are all things that our foremothers fought for, some died for, some were tortured over their stance. And the march to me was just a reminder of carrying on that legacy and that history.
It is absolutely imperative that we have women in elected office and in positions of power. It makes a difference. You get to hire women, they get to hire other women. They get to make sure that the issues that we care about are issues that are going to be worked on. We can fight for justice, we can fight for equality, we can fight for fairness, but we need to be in the decision-making positions to get that work done.
The first office I ran for was for local school council at the neighborhood high school where my children attended, and now I'm running for lieutenant governor. More women should run for office because we have something to say, we have ideas, we know how to build consensus, and we know how to get things done.
The way to make our elected officials most accountable to women is to get to women at that table. They need to be in the room. They need to be deciding issues, and the only way that's going to happen is when women run. And we are seeing that in giant numbers that we've never seen before. That is the beginning. That's how it's done.
As a first-generation immigrant who was not born in the U.S., as an Asian American woman, I often find myself the only person wherever I go, in the public arena in particular. And I think that it's very important that those of us with diverse experiences participate in a visible and vocal way.
It's important for women to vote in the 2018 elections to make sure that we get elected officials in place that are supportive and advocate for the issues that women care about, like paid leave, like paid sick time, especially for women to vote, not just for the midterm elections, but also for the gubernatorial election, as well as any local elections in their communities. The closer elections are to you in your local community, the closer you're affected by them. And so it's really critical that we all get out there to vote, make a stance through our vote, and vote on the issues for the candidates that we care about.
We want women not only as candidates, but we need women as campaign managers. We need women running these elections, running these campaigns, and actually going out talking to voters. Whatever your skill is, you have the ability to participate in this political process and really make dramatic changes in 2018.
Elected officials have to understand that the gender equity that we're striving for is not about women. It's about an entire community. No successful body as a collective works with one lung. This is something one of my teachers taught me. You've got to have both lungs to be healthy. Men and women are the two lungs of a body collective.
This country belongs to all of us. Voting is one of the ways where you exercise control over our shared destiny.
Women's votes can help to change states, can help to change countries, can help to lead the world.
I want to see young women and men mobilized, making sure that they build the world they want to live in, and that they participate in making that happen for themselves. We're all going to be beneficiaries of it, but it's their future that they're working toward, and I want them to inherit a world that is just, equitable, and exactly what they deserve.
Win, lose, or draw in any election, voting is fundamental. It is your opportunity to say what you believe and to put that belief into action so that any issue that affects you doesn't have to continue to affect you.
We came to Chicago Foundation for Women at critical junctures when we needed insurance, when we needed support for fundraising, when we needed a partner for fiscal sponsorship for our 501c3 project. And all of those things have been absolutely fundamental to our success in the work that we're doing, and we would not be here today if not for the partnership.
We not only are proud to be a fiscal sponsor to the march, but also to see all these new voices, new leadership, and amazing work that is continuing after last year.
I think what inspired us to get involved this year was knowing that the theme is March to the Polls, and that young women specifically should take this opportunity to get involved and to really voice their opinions louder than ever before, because as we've seen in the current political climate, it's our lives, it's our survival, and it's the future of our families and our children. So being a part of the Women's March this year makes so much more sense, for me at least, because the focus is making sure people get out and cast a ballot.